people eat to get energy. Each country has its own signature food. Korean staple food is rice. Not having rice for a meal is like not having eaten at all. Koreans' favorite accompaniment to rice is kimchi. Why do Koreans love kimchi? This episode is about kimchi, Korean soul food. The countryside in the middle of autumn. It's the perfect time to harvest Napa cabbage, just as vital to Korean cuisine as rice. I teach Western cuisine at a university. I came to this place because I was curious about kimchi, Korea's iconic fermented vegetable dish.
김치를 이렇게 해가지고 하는 거예요. 이렇게. 이런.
Kimchi's main ingredient, Napa cabbage, is rich in vitamin C and calcium.
여기 맛있는 거요. 여기가.
The inner leaves are so tender that they can be eaten raw. How does it taste?
꽃이잖아. 아유, 진짜 달다. 응? 배추가 진짜 달아. 그죠?
Oh, sweet. Oh, very sweet.
우리 한국에는 김치가 최고지. 김치 없이는 못 살잖아. 그죠? 뭐 죽을 먹어도 김치 먹어야 되고 밥을 먹어도 김치 먹어야 되고 국수를 먹어도 김치 먹어야 되고.
I noticed how each one is so well cared for. It's like its own personal package and taken care of, and rather than just planted in a field.
우리 한국에는 이거 없이는 사람이 살 수가 없어. 김치가 최고 좋은 거야.
The world is changing rapidly from day to day. But the custom of eating kimchi, the embodiment of Korean culinary wisdom, has remained unchanged for generations. Then how do Koreans enjoy kimchi? This restaurant specializes in Korean traditional meals. This scrumptious meal of shinseollo and multiple side dishes is called yangbansang, a table for the aristocrats. There are so many side dishes, it's a wonder that the table doesn't break. Among all of these dishes, kimchi is the anchor that holds all of them together. The taste of kimchi speaks for the quality of that restaurant.
김치 없이 밥을 먹으면 깔끔하지 않고요. 먹은 것 같지 않은 느낌.
Without a doubt, kimchi is the very foundation of Korean cuisine.
반찬하면 한국 사람은 김치가 있어야만 뭘 먹은 것 같다라고 얘기할 수 있겠죠. 네.
Side dishes are an integral part of Korean meals. Banchans accompany even a dish of raw fish. And without fail, kimchi makes its appearance. This is old kimchi washed with water. Diner Lee Myung-ju enjoys her fish in a unique way. She places a slice of raw fish on a piece of old kimchi and adds some peppery radish sprouts. The kimchi tones down the greasiness of raw tuna and adds flavor.
또 굉장히 맛있고요. 참치에다가 이런 묵은지를 먹으면 입맛도 너무 개운하고 좋은 것 같아요. 한번 맛본 이후로는 계속 이렇게 싸 먹고 있어요.
The marinated beef ribs, called kalbi, cooked over charcoal, is popular among foreigners. The soy sauce-based marinade washes over the gaminess of the meat with a salty and sweet flavor. The side dish that complements the meat is spicy and refreshing kimchi. Kalbi is enjoyed in a lettuce wrap, together with marinated onion slices and kimchi. Kimchi will always accompany a Korean meal, be it of rice, raw fish, or meat.
고기를 먹으러 왔어도 한국 사람한테는 뭐 김치가 꼭 필요하고 집에서도 라면을 먹든 뭐 짜장면을 먹든 간에 김치는 꼭 필요하다고 생각을 하고 있어요.
한국 사람한테 김치가 없으면 간이 안 된 음식을 먹는 거랑 마찬가지라고 생각합니다. 안고 없는 찐빵?
김치는 마치 저희 속옷과 같아요. 늘 저희 곁에 있는 듯 없는 듯 늘 함께 있는 그런 존재인 것 같아요.
What is the secret of the flavors of kimchi?
김치는 가진 어떤 발효 맛이라는 게 있어요. 약간 탄산미하고 숙성미가 있는데 그 맛이 일종의 어떻게 보면 식욕을 자극하면서 그 자극적인 그러니까 하나 인지를 자극하는 그런 역할을 하는 것 같습니다.
In November, the rural communities get busy preparing for the coming winter. Vegetables are dried, and enough firewood to last winter must be cut and stacked.
Oh, rabbits.
I visited a village with my friend Barbara. We were there to see how they make kimjang. Kimjang is the process of making a large amount of kimchi to last an entire winter. It's one of the biggest events for Korean households before winter. Because of the large quantity made, relatives or neighbors are there to lend a hand.
또 이렇게 바르고 또 요거 한 캔을 넣고 이렇게 하시면 돼요.
Oh, inside. Oh, okay. Not putting enough in there.
I felt like a part of the community, the feeling of togetherness so typical in Korea.
So how many cabbages did you prepare for this today?
200포크예요. 200포크. 저기 200포크하고 9가족이 먹어요. 옛날에는 먹을 게 귀하잖아, 지금보다. 그러니까 이 김치를 많이 해가지고는 이거 가지고 주식으로 먹었어, 이제.
The taste of kimchi hinges on the spicy filling. Cut green onions and mustard leaves. Julienne radishes. Then add minced ginger and garlic. Red chili peppers dried under the sun are powdered before it goes into the mixture. Add salted shrimps and fish sauce and mix together. This completes the basic filling. The spicy mixture contains all the protein, vitamins and minerals our body needs. When there wasn't much to eat, kimchi was a good source of nutrients throughout the cold winter.
여자 손맛이 중요한데 물론 여자도 여자 나름대로 틀리는 수도 있지.
이것 좀 먹어봐. 한국의 거니까 이거.
How does the freshly made kimchi taste?
It's really good. I like it very fresh like that. It's the freshest I've had. It tastes nice and fresh.
맛있지?
Yeah.
예. 이거 먹어야 살아 이거 한국 사람들은. 그러니까 이거 저 많이 먹어. 그래 건강하고 좋아.
Made for long preservation and highly nutritious, kimchi is known to be good for health. 1 gram of kimchi contains some 800 million immunity-boosting lactic acid bacteria and has been proven to prevent the onset of diseases.
김치에 대한 그 질병 예방 효과로서는 우선 간암 억제 효과를 들을 수 있고 그리고 인플루엔자 억제 효과를 들을 수가 있습니다. 쥐에다가 간암을 발생시키는 발암 물질을 주사를 하고 그 다음에 김치를 먹여보았습니다. 그리고 나서 이제 사육을 한 다음에 간을 조사를 했더니 김치를 안 먹은 쥐보다도 김치를 먹은 쥐에서는 간암의 발생 정도가 한 절반 정도로 낮아져 있었습니다. 김치를 먹은 쥐들은 인플루엔자에 대해서 훨씬 더 높은 생존율을 보였습니다.
Some studies claim that kimchi helps ease obesity, hypertension, and diabetes.
20명의 비만한 사람을 대상으로 숙성김치와 생김치를 섭취해보고 과연 어느 것이 더 효과가 있는지를 살펴보는 것이 이 이번 연구의 목적이었습니다. 20명의 환자분은 모두 다 시간의 차이가 있을 뿐이지 생김치도 먹어보고 숙성김치도 먹어본 그런 연구 결과가 되겠습니다. 그래서 숙성을 하게 되면 즉 발효가 되는데 발효가 되면 여기에 유기산이라든지 여러 유기물질, 식이섬유라든지 여러 건강 기능성 성분 또한 영양 성분들이 상당히 증가하는 것으로 알려져 있습니다.
Korean pop star Psy, the man behind Gangnam Style, recently shot a new kimchi refrigerator commercial with another Korean star. It goes on to show that the kimchi refrigerator has become a vital appliance in Korean households. To homemaker Yang Jong-ah, her kimchi refrigerator is more useful than the ordinary refrigerator.
요즘은 집집마다 김치 냉장고 들여놓고 사시잖아요. 그래서 참 편해지고 맛있는 김치를 1년 12달 먹을 수 있어서 참 좋습니다.
Just a dish of tasty kimchi is all her family needs to enjoy the meal. She makes 4 or 5 kinds of her family's favorite kimchi. Then she doesn't have to worry about what to make for dinner.
저는 아삭한 오이 소박이를 좋아해요. 그냥 오이만 먹을 땐 그런 싱거운 맛이 이 오이 소박이에 양념이 들어가면서 더 좋은 것 같아요.
파김치는 갓 담았을 때보다 푹 익어서 먹는 그 느낌이 다른 김치에 비해서 오묘한 맛이 있어요. 그래서 좋고요. 갓김치도 다른 김치와는 다른 향이 있어요. 그래서 제가 참 좋아하는 김치입니다.
Kimchi can be made with a wide variety of vegetables. All the local ingredients that can be used yield more than 200 kinds of kimchi. This is a so-called kimchi cave. Koreans enjoy the deep flavor of long, matured kimchi. 7 degrees Celsius is said to be the optimal temperature for fermenting kimchi.
유산균이나 비타민이 갑자기 파괴되지 않고 오랫동안 그 김치에 묻어나서 김치가 그 숙성되는데 상당히 도움이 되고 영양소가 파괴가 안 되거든요.
Koreans used to bury clay jars in the ground to maintain a constant temperature. Today, growing demands for old-aged kimchi have produced caves like this, where matured kimchi is mass-produced.
이런 그 김치는 뭐 도시세에서는 뭐 거들떠도 보지 않겠지만 우리는 처음부터 그 밭에서부터 그 농사를 져갖고 절이고 버무리고 해서 일로 갖고 와갖고 숙성 3년 동안 시키는 거거든요. 그러니까 자기 뭐 친자식처럼 이렇게 상당히 소중한 거는 여기고 있습니다.
The well-fermented 3-year-old kimchi has a biting tanginess. It's used most often for kimchi-jjigae or kimchi stew. This is a popular kimchi-jjigae restaurant. It fills up quickly with eager diners during mealtime. Who can resist the hot, spicy kimchi jjigae made with 3-year-old kimchi and pork? It's every Korean's favorite food. The appetizing aged kimchi goes amazingly well with meat.
김치가 새콤한 맛도 있고 달콤한 맛도 있고 살짝 매콤하기도 하고 그래서 고기랑 굉장히 조화가 되고 맛있는 것 같아요.
COEX Mall, located in Gangnam. The mall houses a museum that exhibits Korea's long history of kimchi. Hong Kong police officer Michelle and her mother Fong are on a vacation and have come to see the Kimchi Museum.
Oh yeah, it's quite interesting because I always eat kimchi and this place can make me understand more how to make kimchi and why Koreans start to develop kimchi and things like that.
These foreign kimchi lovers are amazed to learn that Koreans have been eating a milder version of kimchi since the ancient times. In essence, kimchi is Korean history itself. Perhaps that's why the Make Your Own Kimchi program for foreigners has become a popular tourist attraction. What was once considered an acquired taste has now captured the palates of people around the globe.
한국을 알릴 수 있는 대표적인 식문화는 김치입니다. 김치를 만들어 봄으로 해서 가장 머릿속에 남는 게 한국에 대한 이미지인 김치가 될 거고요.
I was surprised to learn that the white kimchi from so long ago has been preserved in its original form.
이 백김치에는 이 갓하고 쪽파, 당근, 배, 생강하고 마늘은 주머니에다 놓아가지고 짜가지고 이제 국물을 내잖아 이렇게 이게.
Just the right amount of garlic and ginger. Nice.
It's surprisingly simple to make white kimchi, fermented without the chili pepper powder.
이렇게 해가지고 사이사이 이렇게 넣고 옆에도 넣고.
The stock, made with garlic and ginger, is poured over the vegetables. Then the vegetable filling is inserted between the salted cabbage leaves. That is all there is to making the white kimchi. Unlike the spicy red kimchi, the white kimchi tastes refreshing and mild. After kimjang is over, Koreans usually enjoy bossam. It's a rather simple dish made up of freshly made kimchi, raw oysters, and boiled pork. Friends and family sharing food after a day of hard work. To me, that looked like a small celebration. I tried a piece of white kimchi bossam.
I was a little hesitant about the oyster, but oyster and the pork adds a lot of flavor and
so balanced, right? I mean, it's cooked and then fresh. And kimchi with the spice and then fresh.
Seeing how the paste is made and then put together, then you think more, what's in here? And you start to, taste the flavors, and it was really cool. I mean, the white and the red, too, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the basics of kimchi, but now I've learned a lot today.
generations and how much they enjoy it, the whole process, and just how much a part of Korean life kimchi is. It's just amazing to me that a food is so vital to everything.
I came back to my workplace. Before this expedition, kimchi was a stranger to me, but now it feels like an old friend. That is the newly discovered appeal of kimchi. I realized that kimchi is a versatile ingredient that goes well with a variety of dishes. I made a kimchi pizza and a kimchi sandwich with ham and cheese.
Thinly sliced. Everything is thinly sliced in the sandwich. Kimchi is nicely thin also, which goes perfect with the rest of our ingredients. Next, we're just going to put on the lid.
These are really simple kimchi recipes anyone can try at home.
So there. So it's nice. You see it's nice and flat, nice and even. Next, we're going to make kimchi pumpkin ravioli.
Once the spicy filling is washed, kimchi becomes even more versatile. I added some chopped kimchi to the pumpkin puree to make ravioli.
A little bit of, then open it.
What kind of flavor would the sweet pumpkin, salty and refreshing kimchi, and buttery cream sauce create? Culinary experts were called in to taste these kimchi fusion dishes.
Today we went kimchi crazy in the kitchen. So we have kimchi and pumpkin ravioli. We have kimchi pizza. And we have a Cuban sandwich, Korean style, with kimchi on it.
Oh, what's that?
피자라든가 네벌리라든가 샌드위치 같은 게 전 세계 사람들이 다 같이 드시는 건데 그 중에서 특히 또 외국 분들이 좀 드시기 힘들어하는 김치를 이렇게 접목시키니까는 김치 맛까지 너무 부드러워진다는 거죠.
샌드위치 안에 햄이랑 이제 김치 같은 게 좀 잘 어우러져서 이게 씹을수록 좀 그렇게 짜지 않고 이렇게 빵이랑 딱 잘 어울려져서 맛있는 것 같아요. 이렇게 크림 소스랑 같이 이렇게 끓이고 이렇게 한 거를 먹으니까 그리고 안에 그 단호박이 들어있어서 약간 달콤함이랑 그렇게 맵지 않은 김치의 맛이 나서 좋았던 것 같아요.
It was very warm. I mean, it was very deep and very earthy. A little bit spiciness from the kimchi, but yet the sourness went really well with the pumpkin. You know, the sweetness of the pumpkin. So it was actually very subtle. It was very well balanced. So I really enjoyed that.
I was off to a pretty good start.
Kimchi risotto was one of the other ideas, maybe a kimchi quesadilla. I'm definitely going to do the kimchi ice cream. I have to try that, so yeah.
Kimchi is known as a healthy food, so I want to come up with kimchi recipes that are easy to make.
Adding kimchi to other well-known foods is a great way to introduce it to people. Being able to experience fresh kimchi like I did here, I think would make a world of difference, and I know people would love it all over.
Kimchi has been with Koreans throughout the country's long history. It's a manifestation of Koreans' affection and communal culture. In short, it's the soul food of Koreans. I want to share this enticing food with the rest of the world. To me, kimchi is an inspiration and a motivation to become a better chef.